Hey there, garden fans. Welcome back to Permaculture Homestead. Wanted to do a quickie here, an addendum to remediating sandy soil. I'm preparing a planting hole here for a brown turkey fig. Got another fig I'm going to be adding as well. But I want to talk about what I'm doing and show you how I'm preparing this planting hole on very sandy soil. First off, if you can see, I've cover cropped with clover all over this area. And the roots of the clover actually do a pretty good job of penetrating down probably about a foot into the soil here. So I've got nitrogen fixation and roots helping break up about this top foot of soil in this hole. Now the next foot down, it starts to just get nothing but sandy. This hole is 2 feet down. So first foot, I'm starting to get some good penetration by the roots of all the clover. And the next foot down, it's just sand, plain sand. It's not clay, there's not any clay in here. I can crunch it and it falls right apart. This is not clay soil. There's not much clay in here at all. Basically sand. So how I'm going to help remediate this soil and get this planting hole ready for my fig is, I'm just going to garden weasel up the sides here. Break it up really well. A foot down there, I'm going to add a nice compost, a little perlite in there, and I've added peat moss and eggshells to make up for the lack of clay and minerals. So let me get on that here, show you how it's done. What I got now is a hole here. It's about 3.5 to 4 feet deep. It's tilled up and roughed up around the edges. I've added my compost mix, and I've really just mixed it in with a lot of the sand that was already in here. Once again, a good mixture of sand is 1/3 part clay, compost, and dry sand. So now I've got this soil in here. It's not completely black. It's not totally sticky. It's pretty airy. But it's also not fine sand like this. This is what I started with. Just a fine sand. Totally fine, dry, dead sand. Now I've got a hole that's not rich in black, but pretty close. It's nice and brown. It's loamy. A plant should grow in this really well. And now all I'm going to do is drop my fig here right into this hole. It's already got some pretty good compost in it. I'm just going to drop that right into the hole and then recover it up, any empty spots, with just the dry sand for drainage. At the same time, I wanted to show you all some examples of nitrogen fixing bacteria. I'm going to try to get in as close as I can here to show this to you. But clover does fix nitrogen. Those nodules right there on that root tip, that is where the nitrogen fixing bacteria have affixed to the roots, and there is a symbiosis there. Okay, so those root nodules are full of nitrogen. And when you cut back your clover or alfalfa or whatever other nitrogen producing cover crop you got, all those root nodules will basically decompose and add a lot of nitrogen to your soil. So all this dead clay crap that I got going on is eventually going to be nitrogen rich and not so light and sandy. Hope this was instructive for you all today. Keep in touch for the updates on the fig. I'm adding 2 figs to the permaculture homestead today. I'm kind of sick of all the disease problems. I want to add more local natives. Hope this helps. Hope this was instructive. Any comments or questions, please ask. God bless.